the grab in the end zone. They must have seen something on film as they turn the fake into the two-point conversion. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. On the move from inside his 5. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. The Wolfpack offense takes the field, and we'll get a peek at them for the first time in this one. And here's the man they rally around, and he has earned that type of respect, David.
You dang right. You earn it by doing it, and he's done it at such a high level. Everyone believes in this young man, and Palmer, there's a reason why.
You're right, David. He's been in the big moments, and he's won the big games. This guy delivers when the game is on the line.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Feeling some heat. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. Pocket starts to collapse. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
You know, when you go down personnel package, you got extra DBs in the game, so it's harder to throw if you're the quarterback. There's just not as many windows. They've got more guys in coverage. You're expecting to at least have a little bit more time, but your offensive line, man, they just couldn't hold up.
Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that. A shot toward the end zone. And he's got it! Touchdown, Ducks! Quarterbacks love receivers that can get separation, but that amount of separation is a little excessive.
I agree, Reese, and I think the defense needs to have a little powwow on the sidelines and talk about what just happened, because that was an absolute busted.
Oh, now the kicker's going to throw it. He makes the catch in the end zone, and that trickery works to perfection for the 2. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. Here comes the offense on 1st down. To the air, it's Shager. Pressure coming. And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line. Second down here as they go back to work after the break. Handoff to the fullback. And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. From the gun, running back on the move. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the 1st down marker. The Wolfpack will have to bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. On the return, it's Hunter. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute them.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
On 2nd down, looking again to throw. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. Touchdown, Oregon! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And this receiver is on fire. He's got all the skills that you look for in a big-time target. And that's already his 2nd touchdown of the game.
And they'll try to tack on 2. Dropping back, it's Moss. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious. They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Nevada takes over as the offense returns to the field. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be concerned. If we're a little bit down, listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the first half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into halftime.
On second down, just keeps firing. Fires to the wideout. Got him downfield. They finally make the stop. That's going to make those halftime stats look a little bit nicer as we head to the break. And the Ducks will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Nevada takes over as the offense returns to the field. They start this third quarter in a big hole, and they have to start climbing out right now.
And they're going to have to be really aggressive. Like, this offense, when I'm playing from behind, every possession means so much more. And if you look the other side, the defense, they hadn't given much resistance.
Yeah, nothing has gone their way in the first half offensively. And you know now, based on how this defense is playing, with their...
And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line. And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. They'll run it from the gun. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. The Wolfpack will line up to punt it away. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Looking for a productive play on first down. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. He makes a grab. Touchdown, Ducks! And the beatdown has ensued. This dude is revving his engine like that duck coming out on a motorcycle. He is putting up points and finding the promised land.
And it's nice to have a guy that can do that. Goodness gracious, they just keep finding at Oregon is trigger men, not only throw the football, but guys who can pick them up and put them down and make big plays.
Let's see if they can roll snake eyes in a good way and get the deuce. Dropping back, it's Moss. Throws to the wideout. And the misfire goes out of the back of the end zone. Kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Nevada takes over as the offense returns to the field. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
Right back to the well. Into a mass of giant bodies. We'll call it a 1-yard gain to the 24. Now facing a third down as they line up after the break. Wants to go up top. Going to try to pop one on the screen.
Just putting a lot of pressure on the back there. Throwing it to him behind the line of scrimmage on the perimeter. Third down. You're you're going to have to make a lot of people miss. There was just nowhere to go, and he just had to run out of bounds.
He's going up top here late in the game. Downfield and incomplete. The defense holds.
And I get it. That's for pride's sake. This game's over. Like, I know you're down and you try to mount drives, and sometimes you even try to get young guys in the game at this.
Fires deep toward the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon! And the stomping has commenced.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get conservative. Because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. And the play will stand after the replay booth just does a little double checking to make sure. They'll try to add another to their lead. Dropping back. It's a fake. The kicker wants to throw it. He makes the grab in the end zone. They must have seen something on film as they turn the fake into the two-point conversion. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Nevada takes over as the offense returns to the field. This one has pretty much been a bludgeoning, but they'll try to finish with something positive late.
Well, they ran into a buzzsaw today, and I don't think it would matter what type of X's and O's they're out there executing, David. Jimmy's and the Joes, they're just not as good as the opponent today.
And as an athlete, it sometimes hits you in the face and it stinks, but you're not good enough. And today they were not good enough. And I'm going to do the best I can to try to flush this down the toilet, not remember it, forget it, move on for the next game. Maybe something right here I can create positive that carries over to practice and maybe next week.
Comes out throwing on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Williams.
And I know this football game is over, but we got to keep fighting. We got to keep finding something, some kind of rhythm in this offense, something we can hang our hat on that we do really, really well. Listen, the intermediate passing game like this has taken over college football, short to intermediate. So if they can find some of this, it'll help their offense moving forward.
They'll throw on 3rd and short. Just threw that one away to avoid disaster.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
He wants to start this drive with a pass. Going over the top. And it falls incomplete. But it could have been much, much worse as the defender was right there. Offense gets set for 2nd down. Wants to throw. It's Moss. He's not afraid to go deep. And it's incomplete, going for the massive, explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. Trying to get to it. And the quarterback is snowed under.
How great is it if you're a defensive coordinator that you know I can put 6 DBs on the field in my dime package and I can still get home rushing 4. My guys up front are better than your guys, and we're going to go prove it. And they did just that.
And this will be incomplete as the game comes to a close. When you know you have a team outclassed, the ability to play to that standard and finish with a blowout like this is really impressive.
And it's almost like playing against yourself, right? You know you're better. You know you're going to win the football game, but how do I continue to still execute? This was so easy, great execution, just beat down in every facet.
And I think as a player, you just love being in such great rhythm, and we saw that